Hello everyone, myself Navneet Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for your GATE examination. So my dear students, let us solve a good question on your heat exchangers. And I am telling you most of the questions will be you will be solving, you will be covering up most of the fundamentals in this. Okay, let us see. You will move in all heat exchangers through this question only. Okay, so I am reading the question. Let us try to understand it. Only this single question can carry you number of marks. Why? Because this single question is having number of concepts. Let us see. So I am reading a question. Focus on the board. In a shell and tube type heat exchanger, tubes are 4 meter long, having 3 centimeter outside diameter. So he have given that in a shell and tube type tubes. He is talking about the tubes first. Let us take these are your tubes. Like this. I am making it like this because you can feel them. Something like this. And let us take this is length of the tube. So 3 centimeter outside the diameter they have given. So if I will make this diagram to be like this, so this will be your inner diameter for a tube. Let us take this is your tube, and they have given some inner diameter di, and they have also given some outer diameter d naught, my dear students, d naught. Okay, let us see. Now, and inner diameter is how much? Having 3 centimeter outside diameter and inner diameter 2.7 centimeter. So your di is given to be solution. Let us, your di is given to be how much? 2.7 centimeter, and d naught is given to be how much? 3 centimeter, and length is 4 meter long, and this data is for tubes, my dear students. Okay, now water is heated from 22 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. Okay, he is heating up water from 22 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius by condensing steam. Okay, one is going to be like a phase change. One fluid is going under a phase change, my dear students. So steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, on outside of the tubes, so there is a like in shell, if this tube is in shell, so the steam is there inside the cell. Steam is forced. Okay, steam is forced through tube is, okay, water flow rate through tube is 10 kg per second. So water flow rate is given, that is of the cold fluid is given to be 10 kg per second, my dear students. Now heat transfer coefficient for the steam side is 5500 degrees Celsius, that is H naught for the steam side is how much? 5500 watt per meter square Kelvin, and on the water side means that is di. So H naught is given and Hi they have given. On the water side they have given to be like 850 watt per meter square Kelvin, my dear student. Neglecting all the other resistances, find number of tubes. So we have to calculate the number of tubes, my dear students. And he has given us which case? He has given us a shell and tube type heat exchanger which is undergoing a temperature change. And we know for a phase change heat exchanger, we can easily calculate the delta Tm. Let us consider this case. So if I will make the temperature profiles, my dear students, let us see what I will have. So one fluid is undergoing a temperature change. Let us take this is X, this is your T. So let us take this is your steam, which is at TH1 to TH2. And let us take this hot water, cold water is undergoing a temperature change of TC2 is equal to 45 degrees Celsius because it is undergoing from 22 degrees Celsius to 45. Let us take TC1 is equal to 40, that is 22, my dear students, 22 degrees Celsius. 22 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, my dear students, can I have that is 100 degrees Celsius because this is phase change is occurring. Now, what I will have that delta T1 will be equal to TH1 minus TC1. Yes or no? So this will be what? 100 minus 22. and this will be how much? This will be 78 degrees Celsius, my dear students. That will be delta T1, 78 degrees Celsius. What will be delta T2, my dear students? So delta T2 will be given by what? TH2 minus TC2, and this will be your 100 minus 45, 100 minus 45, so this will become your 55 degree Celsius, my dear students. 55 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now we know delta T1, delta T2. Can we calculate a delta Tm? But why we need that? First of all, let us see. What I will have. First of all, let us see. So first of all, let us calculate the total heat transfer, because we will be using this. So number one, let us see. This is 2 mark question. Heat transfer, 2 mark question. Heat transfer. Let us see. So the heat transfer will be given by Q is equal to m dot c, Cc, because temperature of this fluid is given. I can easily calculate. This will be Tc2 minus Tc1. This will be m dot c. What is the mass flow rate of the cold fluid? That is 10. What is the heat capacity? 4.18, sir, because it is water. They have given. What is Tc2? So Tc2 is, they have given 45. What is Tc1? That is 1022. So can I calculate the heat transfer? Yes, I can calculate the heat transfer, and the heat transfer will be equal to that is 45 minus 22 multiplied by 4.18 into 10. This will be 961.4. And one student may mistake here, that is in kilojoule per kg Kelvin, my dear students. So this will be in kilowatt. This will be in kilowatt, my dear students. Okay. Now let us see the second. Second, what you have to calculate? So you have to calculate the number of tubes. And how you can calculate the number of tubes? If you know the total area of the heat exchanger from which the total heat transfer is occurring, and you know the area of the tube, you can calculate the number of tubes. Simple. So let us calculate the overall area of the heat transfer. And overall area of the heat transfer can be calculated by what? So they have given H0, they have given Hi. Okay. So can I have that overall area? Yes, I can calculate that overall area. But how? First of all, I have to calculate the overall heat transfer coefficient for the outside. That is U naught here. I have to calculate first. Let us see how. So I want U naught to be calculated for a tube. That is for a single tube, my dear students, because I want to calculate outside. If steam is flowing in this outside and this is your tube, so I want to calculate only U naught outside this. So this will be what? This will be given by 1 upon U naught A naught is equal to 1 upon Hi Ai plus 1 upon H naught A naught, my dear students, because what I have taken in this analysis, we have neglected the conductive resistance. So only I will take up to this only, my dear students. So this will become what? If I will divide by A naught, if I multiply both sides by A naught, so I will be having what? 1 upon U naught is equal to 1 upon Hi into A naught by Ai plus, let us take that to be like small a naught. Let us take to be like small a naught, because I am taking for what? I am talking, this will be small area, my dear students. What tube I am taking? Let us take it a naught. Let us take it Ai. Let us take it a naught again. So again I will have that a naught by Ai plus 1 upon H naught. So what is the outside area of the tube? I can write. So this will become equal to 1 upon U naught is equal to 1 upon Hi into pi d naught L for that tube. If length is L is the length of the tube, this will be in centimeters. Centimeter will go plus 1 upon H naught, which is given to be 5500, my dear students. So let us calculate this value. This will be 2.7, okay, divided by 850 plus 1 divided by 5500 and 1 divided by this. So I will be having that U naught is equal to 671.58. That implies U naught will be equal to 671.588 watt per meter square Kelvin, my dear students. Watt per meter square Kelvin. So now I have the U naught and I have the heat transfer. Yes, I have the heat transfer. I have U naught and do I have delta Tm? Can I calculate delta Tm here? Yes. What will be delta Tm? So delta Tm, let us take the third one. The third one will be what? Delta T1 Tm. So the third one will be what? Delta Tm, my dear students. So delta Tm will be given by delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln of delta T1 divided by delta T2. Good. So delta T1 is how much? Delta T1 is 100 minus 22, that will be your 78, minus this is your, and this is your 100 minus 45, this is your 55, divided by ln of 78 divided by 55. So 78 divided by 55 ln, and this will be your 78 minus 55, my dear students, divided by this is, this value will be 65.8 degrees Celsius, my dear students. So now we know delta Tm, we know delta Tm also. Now can we calculate the total area for heat transfer? Yes, we can calculate the total area for heat transfer. So what will be the total area for heat transfer is given by, the total area for heat transfer will be given by, let us see. So the total area can be calculated how? This can be calculated how? This can be calculated that Q we know is equal to UA delta Tm, my dear students. And if we are considering the outside, then we will have only the outside area. So Q we know, how much is Q? That is 3961.4 into 10 to the power 3. And U naught we know now. U naught is 671.588, my dear students. Multiply by A naught, we have to calculate what is delta Tm, 65.8 degrees Celsius. So what we will have, let us see, this will be 671.55588, my dear students. 6715, this multiply by this, okay. Now 961.4 into 1000 divided by this will be, so your A naught will become equal to 21.7453. So you know the total area now. Can we calculate the number of tubes? Yes, number of tubes is equal to total area, that is total surface area for heat transfer in heat exchanger, divided by area of tube. So this is your A naught. I will take A naught only. So this will be A naught upon small a naught. So this will become what? 21.7453. And what is the outside diameter? They have given pi d is 3 centimeter. So this will be 0.03, my dear students. Multiply by L. They have given it 4. So let us see the number of tubes. Divided by this, multiply by 0.03 into 4. So the number of tubes will be 57.68, my dear students. Or we can directly take that N is equal to 58. So we have calculated the number of tubes by considering the outside diameter. So how many questions you have done? Let us see. 1, 2, 3, and this will be like 4. Again you are calculating A naught. This will be like 5. 5 questions you have covered in one question only, and in the less time, my dear students, and you have revised all the concepts. So calculate number of tubes on the basis of initial diameter also on yourself, by yourself. Can you calculate? Yes. So how I can calculate the initial? Let us see the sixth concept. So this will be 1 upon ui ai, that is small ai, is equal to 1 upon hi into ai. For the tube I am considering, this will be 1 upon h naught into a naught. So let us again do this, multiply with ai both sides. So this will become ui, inner heat transfer coefficient, overall heat transfer coefficient, 1 upon hi, and this will become 1 now, plus this will become 1 upon h naught AI by A naught, my dear students. So we can write 1 upon Ui is equal to 1 upon Hi plus 1 upon H naught into pi d IL divided by pi d not L. L will go, pi will go. So let us see what I will have. Let us see. So my dear students, in this case, what I will have, let us see. So this will become 1 upon Ui is equal to 1 upon Hi. What is Hi, my dear students? So Hi he has given to be 850 plus 1 upon H naught. 1 upon H naught is how much? 5500, my dear students. Multiply by Di, he has given 2.7. D naught he has given 3 centimeter. So centimeter will go. So there is no problem. So let us calculate Ui first. So 2.7 divided by 3 divided by 5500 plus 1 divided by 850. 1 divided by 850. We have got this, and 1 divided by this total value. So Ui will be your 746.209 watt per meter square Kelvin. So we know Ui. So again I know that Q will be equal to Ui AI delta Tm. We know delta Tm, put all values. This is how much? 9, that is 961.4 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to how much? 746.209 into AI multiplied by delta Tm 65.8. So let us calculate the values. 65.8, and that is 961.4 into 1000 divided by this. So we will be having the area equal to, that is AI, inner area of the heat transfer. Overall area for the heat transfer will be AI will be this, and number of tubes, you know, my dear students, will be given by what? Number of tubes. Let us see. So number of tubes based on overall inside surface area of tubes of cell or shell, we can say area will be given by equal to what? AI divided by small ai. So AI we know 19.588, my dear students. What will be small ai? Pi. Bi, which is 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 2 into L, which is 4. So this will become how much? Let us see. Divided by pi 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 2 multiplied by 4. So again I am getting 57.7. So this will be equal to 58. So n I will have 58. So this will be your sixth question. So you have seen 6 concepts in this, and any concept in any examination may be asked for this. And I hope you have understood it from the basic to the advanced level, my dear students. And you are building your concepts up to the concrete level. Okay? Hope you have understood the question. So my dear students, thank you so much for this.